in the beginning, yoga was fitness, and I felt my body felt better like that. And because I was kind of always a bit round and a bit bloated and a bit bigger than my friends, yoga was fitness. But then I realized, actually, yoga brings so much more than that. And about nearly 10 years ago now, I broke my foot, and I couldn't walk for a long period of time. And then a year after I broke my foot, I had to have surgery on that same foot and was basically immobile. I couldn't walk a block, one normal block. I couldn't walk from one end of the house to the other for years. It changed my life enormously, and I turned to yoga because what else to do? I couldn't do all the normal things that I did, like walk or jog or go out or do. I needed to do more things at home in bed. I tried carving in bed, concrete blocks, but that was very messy in bed, and I discovered that was very uncomfortable. When you can't get out and shake your sheet, to be carving in the bed was a disaster. Anyway, so I took up painting glass, which I found more easy to just have my things all around me, and painted these big glass doors from a shower that Mum had got me. Anyway, so I got more into this yoga practice, breathing, and I realized that it brought so much peace. It was like the answer to everything that had ever happened in my head. Every question I never asked about life, here was the answer in this book that was thousands of years old. It just blew my mind. People asking the same questions. Why is that person so annoying? Why do I care if they're annoying? Why am I annoyed? Why am I upset? Why do I feel frustrated? Why, what am I doing with my life? Why is it that whenever I do what I think I want to be doing, am I still not happy that I'm doing that thing? And then yoga had all the answers, like this Buddhism. Be still, be happy now. Breathe, be happy now. Be present. Bliss is the natural state of mind. I thought that this was insanity. The natural state of my mind was definitely not bliss. The natural state of my mind was annoyance and upset and, I don't know, pretentiousness and judgment and all sorts of things that I didn't like, that I hoped nobody else could see. But of course everyone sees inside us. And then I really thought about this well. I wrote it in a book. Bliss is the fundamental natural state of my mind. And I thought, wow, and it's my birthright. Wow, somebody wrote this. Many people wrote this. I wonder if it's true. I can't just say it's not true. Lots of really intelligent people thought this was true. So then I thought, well, I'll work a bit. I'll see what I can find. And then I committed. And I spent a week in a retreat, 5 days really, which is super fast to get this idea, like get it. But I understood in that week-long retreat where we chanted a bit and we talked a bit with a guy that I thought wasn't really that bright, but he was sitting up there, so I would ask him a question or two. And my super arrogant attitude that could understand everything, and surrounded by just middle-aged people who were doing a bit of Buddhism. But I worked hard and I watched my mind, and I realized that as I let the tendrils of attachment to all things pass away, as if they were simply lines to something, and I let them dissolve, and I absorbed what was mine to me and let go what was to something else, and I was with myself, I not only understood the inherent meaning of existence came from myself, but I understood that what arose naturally in me when I wasn't filling my mind with thoughts, what arose naturally between the thoughts was in fact bliss. And then in that week I understood not only was this true, but it was easy to achieve, to have an ever-growing state of personal happiness, a state of personal self-acceptance, a state of happiness, and that happiness actually grows more and more. The more you focus on that happiness, the more you resonate with happiness, which just means if you focus on it, it grows. There's more happiness to be had. And that between my thoughts, there only ever will be a state of absolute bliss and a sense of union and a sense of personal satisfaction. And I thought, why do anything else? And why doesn't everybody know this? And that's how the path of yoga began. And then from there I struggle and I have upsets and I go back to my attachments and my ideas and upsets. But I know now that between my thoughts there's peace and bliss.